Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing the Lanmodo car tent. That's right, the ever sought after, wondering, what is this on social media advertising? Lanmodo car tent, the same one. And what I'll be using today is the AccuRite indoor-outdoor temperature gauge system, normally for your house, but what I'm going to do is try to put the outdoor unit onto the hood and the indoor inside the cab. Near where the armrest is, out of the sunlight, just trying to get an idea of what the actual amount of heat on the car hood is and what kind of heat is inside the cabin. So the car tent itself will go over the whole top, which we'll get into all of that, and supposedly cool the cabin down. And I just want to kind of get a feel for what that hood temp is, even though the outdoor temp is like 87 degrees, full sun. We'll see what we come up with, but what you do get with the car tent, I'll go ahead and cover this right quick, is a key fob, and the key fob will have lock and unlock, and that's lock is bringing it back together, and automatic extending out, and then if you got to pair it back up again, there's a button to pair here. You get the AC adapter with it right here, and you get the car adapter with it in case to charge on the go. But yeah, let's take a look at it. I'll show you how to install it, some tips, recommendations, and the results I had of putting the thing out into the weather for an hour with it on and an hour with it off, and seeing what the temperature differences are in the cabin versus the hood versus outside, and try to see if it really does cool your vehicle down. So you'll keep this in the trunk of your car, and this particular model of Lanmodo is for sedans. So let's get inside this trunk. Let's pull out what you would normally do yourself, which is in this big duffel bag. The duffel bag will be open here, but I don't think this is torn. I've heard another reviewer say that this bag is torn, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's meant to be open because of this bottom plate, this suction. It's got a glass suction on the bottom that'll suction to the roof of your car, help keep it stable until you can get all your ties down. But anyway, comes in here. It's kind of hefty. I'll have all the specs down in the description, because I can't remember them off the top of my head, but everything will be down there, so make sure to read into the description. And let's open her up and see what we got. Now you want to install this in the bag, handle up, so that you can pull it right out. And it is kind of hefty, and all my straps, like I said, are kind of already tailored for this Honda Accord. And also you want to put a handle facing out to the side of the driver's side door, because you'll have your side mirror hooks here and your door handle hooks here too, and you also have a strap that I'll show you later that goes inside the door when you shut it, and it's cut resistant, so nobody can steal it. So this does have a moon roof on it, and I'm just going to set this on the back side of the moon roof, about in the middle, with the handle coming out 90 degrees from the direction the car is facing. And then I'll pull this lever down, which activates the suction cup, and it's one of those glass suction cups, one of those big ones, so it's pretty heavy duty. And there's no wind right now. Now that I have it suctioned on there, the wind's not really going to take something that's not expanded out. It's not going to just take your umbrella and take it off, you know, without you having it open. When you open it, that's when the wind really matters. So if the wind's high, you're going to want to have someone to help you. Today I went to a parking lot, and I'll get into it later. Wind was real high. It mimicked the beach. So yeah, let's get into how we open this. Like I said earlier, we have lock, unlock, little pair button, and we want to unlock this. So there it goes right out. And it will stop itself at the point when it tightens up the most. And it kind of leaned forward on its own, so that's kind of cool. And if you can park into the wind, go ahead and do that, because that rear may want to try to blow up, and I don't think any suction on the planet Earth would be able to keep this down if the wind got underneath this. But you'll just take your side mirror straps, drape it around there. This one's stretchy on the back side for your hooks. Put that on, get kind of a good snug fit, but don't get it too tight, because you got the other side to go and you don't want it to cock on you. Ta-da! Now we have the Lanmodo car tent over this four-door 2013 Honda Accord, and it's balanced. It's not leaning to one side or the other. You can't tell from the side, but it's pretty well balanced. This does cast a good shadow over the entire cabin of the car, and even if it didn't, there's enough shade on the remainder to keep it cool. And I was really impressed with how well it could keep it cool. But the safety strap is attached to the handle, which is facing the driver's side of the car, but it's cut resistant, and it has a little plastic hook right here. And if you could, you open both the driver and the passenger side door, and you'll stick this through the door. I'll show you on this side. But nice car seat, huh? That's my wife's. No, I'm just kidding, it's for kids. But you'll be on the other side, so we have more room than this. But you'll take this, stick it in the door, shut it. That's how you secure it and make sure it's theft proof. So let's get to the results of the test and where I did it at and how I did it and all that good stuff. And like I said earlier, I used the AccuRite from Home Depot inside monitor, external monitor here. This gives a readout from being outdoors and also indoors, self-explanatory. But anyway, what I did was I placed this on the hood like that, and then I placed this one inside, just sitting on the armrest like so, out of the sun. It never was into the sun, so it got a full sense of the cabin temperature, and this got a full sense of the hood temperature of the sun. It beats onto the car. And also know the external temperature was 85 to 87 degrees today. That was the external temperature, but we all know parking lots can really heat up into the 90s, even though it is only 80 something degrees. For the test, I went to a Target store. We have a huge parking lot in this because there's also gallerias and stuff, but the cool thing I like about it was specifically picked out. It's like a wind tunnel right there, and basically wind just funnels off of something right there, and it's just always like wind gusts out of this planet, and it reminds me identical of a beach. So once we got the car tent on the top of it, we left it for an hour, came back at 3:04 p.m. The external hood temperature was 114. The internal cabin temperature was 96 degrees. So it's 18 degrees of difference. And the external outdoors temperature that day was 87 degrees. So we all know the asphalt heats up, your car heats up to incredible temperatures whenever it's only like in the 80s. And imagine here in Alabama, when we hit August, July and August, you can get upper 90s, lower 100s. It's scalding hot. And when I got into the cabin to get ready to take this off, it felt noticeably cooler. I would consider it your typical hot entry into a vehicle when you left it parking for a period of time. But the wind was brutal with this thing, and it took it. The internals of this umbrella look solid in the wind when it was open, and I honestly think if you're able to get it tied down in a windstorm, it would make it pretty solid. And because you're tying it down equally on all sides and kind of winching it down a little bit, you don't have that much force going on to these things to damage your handles. I think your handles will be fine. And it's also not relying too much on that suction. That suction is kind of just there till you can get everything else tied down. It's kind of secure, and it just kind of sits it up there. But there's not a lot of force once you consider there's 5 things anchoring this thing down. So don't think that it's going to rip your paint off, the suction. I don't think it will. Don't quote me, I don't think. And it's not too much, it's not too bad on the handles either, and or the side mirrors. So those are the temperature results of this big old parking lot hot test. So then I took it down. We went to the grocery store, came back, same situation, left the external out, and without the tent, we had a 106, and this is at 3:57 p.m. We had a 106 temp on the hood, so that dropped slightly, but the cabin temp was 114 degrees, and that was hot. This was not in the sun. The shadow line you can see in the photo is ahead of this, so the cabin temperature, the true indoor cabin temperature, was that 114 degrees. So that's a pretty good shift from 96 to 114. So that's 18 degrees difference. Believe me, that 18 degree difference means a lot. Whenever I got into the car to leave, it was just so, you just didn't want to tolerate it. Open the windows, turn the air up and go. And also, here's a little possible fact about vehicles that I really didn't know until I read something about it at the end of last year. Apparently, all the glues that are in the car, the chemicals that's in the leather, the chemicals that's in the carpet, and the internal cab, period, all those chemicals, they get to toxic levels at a high temperature, and you're breathing that in if you're not rolling down your windows and turning your air conditioning on for about 10 minutes after you get into a super hot car like that. You're breathing these cancerous gases and things in that have heated up in those almost 120 degree cabin temps. So that's something to consider too, that I've really thought about. That's what got me interested in something like this. Like when we go to the beach and I'm leaving my car parked for like a week or 3 days at a time, and we're not really getting in the car because we do a lot of cooking at condos and stuff, but having the car just sit, and then you get in it and it's just so hot, and those chemicals are just in that air. You know, sometimes you don't roll your window down, you're breathing that in. It's crazy. And I'm not sure what temperature they activate, but it's got to be in the hundreds. So now let's just kind of recap and look at the things that they say about it. 1 click to open and close, 30 seconds to install. Yeah, I think once you get it up there and you open it up, you could probably get this down to 30 seconds. So yeah, I see that. Fiberglass making it 10 times stronger than others. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I buy that. Protect cars from wind, sun, snow, rain, and falling droppings. In other words, bird poop. Yeah, I even got a couple little bird poops up there. So yeah, I see that. And also another thing to note, this can hold a lot of weight. Let me see if I can find the weight. I can't find the weight right now, but it'll be down in the description. But in snow conditions, like what do you do when it snows? And then collapse it and go. You don't have to scrape, you don't have to wipe. Your windshields are just fine, so keep that in mind. That's cool too. It won't rust, so that's nice. And I buy that, and it says up to, you can keep temperatures up to 35 degrees lower. So that I will have to test in the dead heat of summer. So I will note that in the comments. We're going to the beach in July. I will take this, I'll take those gauges, and we'll determine whether or not in the super, super hottest of hot, if it's a 35 degree swing or not. And I'm talking like 90 plus, upper 90s, asphalt parking garage, top of parking garage, gets up in the hundreds, well over into the hundreds there, temperature onto your car. So we're going to check that swing, but we got 18 degree swing on an 87 degree day. So I think that's fair that once we get up into the upper 90s, we'll see a bigger swing difference, because I really do think it just makes sense to shadow the whole cabin. Of course, it's going to be cooler. The thing weighs almost 13 pounds, 12.5 pounds is how much it weighs. So let's show how easy it is to put this thing back up, because let's be honest, if you use this on a regular basis, if you're in an apartment complex where you don't have a covered garage, I would use this to park. If you're going to go to work, I would use this. If you're leaving your car out in the sun for 8 hours, if you're going to go on a shopping spree and you know you're going to be gone for 3 hours, I'd put it on here. If you're in and out of a store really quick, well then no, I probably wouldn't. But parking for a period of time, yeah, I would use this no problem. But let's see how easy it is to put it up. You're not going to use that duffel bag probably, you're just going to throw it in the trunk, right? Got that handle. Now we're going to lock her up. Just push the lock button. That's that, right? There's a little lever that activates that suction cup. But we're going to take our security hook out of the door. Pull this lever up to release it, and 12.5 pounds. Right into the trunk of your car. If you go to work every day, that's it. could throw this back in the car if you want to, or put it in your pocket on your existing keychain. So there you go. And would I recommend it? Yes. If you don't have a garage, if you have to park out in the sun for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, I will put this on my vehicle when I go to work. And make sure to remember that if you're using this in super windy conditions, that would be probably the beach, that freaking wind tunnel of a parking lot that I took this to test it, you may want to be really careful. Park in the direction of the wind if you can, so whenever you turn this on, you can kind of angle it down. Just guiding it down with my hand to make sure it's not going to blow up or go crazy. And another thing to note, see this right here? These pieces here got rubber tips, like gooey rubber tips. So I didn't worry about having that trunk open when I opened it and it hit it. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so that you'll get notified on the next really cool techie product that I'm able to find that's unique, that's right down your freaking alley. See ya.